will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he take it all the way to the 2. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Yellow.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hey, 43, 15. 15.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Easy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into the hands of Hendershot. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And again, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Mahomes to throw once more. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Curt sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes out right around the 39.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 57, yellow. Hey, Rimlin. Hey, 57, color.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now here's Mahomes. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, 15. Hey, Rimlin.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
It makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
And let's face it, you could put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 34 yards. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
15. 43.
The tight end in motion right. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. And It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
15.
Mahomes will throw. Finding Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come back. Yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw it. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's got Smith here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Back to throw. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.